Bonnet family, Mike Lindsley back with you for a quick ML sports take. I hope. I always say that. Brought to you by our good friends at Camillus Golf Club and Welch and Company Jewelers. So the Bonnies play today at 5 o'clock USA Network in Brooklyn at the Barclays. And it's our old friend LaSalle, 16-16, 6-12 in the A10. A team that just isn't good. And what LaSalle will remind us all of is one of the games of this underperforming season, right? That Bonaventure lost. Double digits, looked completely out of sorts, terrible offense. You look back at February 21st, they lost by 13 points on the road after they had gone to Fordham and won to make up for the home loss to the Rams. They beat Davidson in that overtime thriller. We started to think that maybe they were getting going, and then bang, the at LaSalle. Now, they won 2 after that, but then they lost 2 after that. So the roller coaster continued. It didn't stop. We were still always on the ride. But stunningly enough, I think it was at that moment that you saw them get through the OT game against Davidson, and you looked ahead to the schedule. You said, well, wait a minute. At LaSalle, at UMass, Loyola, tough game at home, but it's at the RC. If you can win that game, you play some inferior opponents the rest of the way. Bonnet can maybe win out and get hot. That was a thinking by me. That was a thinking by many of you. And if they had done that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wins to end the year, that was something that we all thought maybe that could have happened, right? And if it did, they'd be 21-9 right now, and they'd be 12-6 in conference, and they obviously would have the double bye. But not the case. We know how the season went down. Not going to repeat it. This is a revenge game. How motivated is Bonaventure going to be in this basketball game? They better be motivated. They better be motivated across the board because, you know what? It's like I talked to Clark Kellogg, Seth Greenberg, Jay Billis, Adrian Autry, Charlie Lockwood, the Syracuse lacrosse great. I interviewed him yesterday. He's going to be on the show coming up tomorrow. Huge basketball guy. He walked onto the SU team in the early 90s. He's in the Lacrosse Hall of Fame. Huge basketball guy. And he said, look, everybody, knows that right now, they have a shot. And that's where Bonaventure is right now as well. It might have been a disappointing season, a roller coaster up and down, but they have a shot. It's in front of them. And the first game is a winnable game to, again, try to catch that lightning in a bottle. This LaSalle game, though, was so brutal. Bonaventure got killed on the boards in this game. They allowed 51% shooting to LaSalle, 10 three-pointers. Again, another game where Schmidt's team overcommitting, too many double teams, not closing out on shooters, gave up 30 points in three-pointers and all that. So, to me, correct some of that. I'm sure they looked at the tape. I'm sure they looked at Shepherd dominating them. They looked at Brickus dominating them. LaSalle had their way with the Bonnies back in late February. Bonaventure did not have a great performance. They didn't get a lot of really anything. I mean, look, this was the game, remember, they had 8 points from Pride and Adams Woods. That cannot happen today. And they had 4 guys play off the bench in which they had 12 total points from Evans, Brown, Luke, and Banks III. Venning was the only one who really had a great game. I guess Moses Flowers was in there as well for a great game. Those 2 guys gave you 36 points. Other than that, nothing from really anybody. And Bonaventure needs to go out, play a complete game, D up, make some big shots, get a lead, and keep the lead. That's what it comes down to. I do think they win this game. I don't know if it will be a convincing game because, again, I just don't know how they're going to perform. But I am going to take them 74-69 in Brooklyn at 5 o'clock today, USA Network. Mike Lindsley here, ML Sports Take. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to visit sbujournalism.com. Find out more about the Master of Arts in Journalism, digital or sports, under 2 years. You can graduate and flexible for your schedule, and there's no GRE, GMAT required in terms of the application fee. St. Bonaventure University's online programs that I just mentioned, get your guide today at sbujournalism.com. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.